Hey, great evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on tonight on Chat with Kat. I need to get some what is that? My intro music together. I gotta get my intro music together. And I already think I know what I want it to be. If you have any suggestions for what my intro music should be, what song it should be, or artist, please let me know. Please let me know. And I'm trying something new today. We're gonna see if anybody picked up on it. Trying something new. Chime in on either on Facebook, on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. If you're on the YouTube channel, thank you. Subscribe and share my channel. Please, 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 please subscribe and share. Chat with Kat is all about empowerment, inspiration, and bringing us together. We got to holler out, spotlight our strong, up and coming, growing Black businesses, social advocates, and all of that. All of that kind of mixes up and make a great and good gumbo for our Black communities. We need one another greatly. We need one another greatly. We're so much stronger together. I remember that was, a saying being said or whatever, but it is so true. It is so true. And I'm so grateful and thankful for you on today. We have an amazing, amazing woman with us on today, Wanda Sharp, CEO, customizer extraordinaire, CEO of One Sharp Lady. You guys, I'm going to bring her in right now, and we thank you so much for joining on tonight. All of your questions, any of your queries, please post them for her. She has great and amazing items. There are some giveaways, so stay till the end so that you can get the code and so that you can be in the know with what the giveaways are. I thank God for your life on today, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Wanda, thanks so much for joining me.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here. It's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
I am so happy she was able to answer the call for me on a last minute change, and my prayers are going out to Sharon Mathis, who was supposed to be with us, but she had death in her family. My prayers are going out to her, our prayers, because Wanda is a faith-filled praying woman. Thank you so
Yes.
very much. And hey, you guys, really quickly, I just want to give a shout out and prayers are going out to all of those in this time of like bitter cold and the tumultuous things that are going on and everyone is going through in Florida. We want to shout that out and give God praise for what there is to do and all that we
Yes.
can do and pitching in and sending over whatever that it is that we can. I haven't seen any donation information. I'm sure there's been some on the news. So you guys, if you can pitch in any kind of way, I'm sure the help is welcome because it is needed, and all around. We're all facing so many things right now. So we look prayers up to everybody for everything, to God for everybody because of
Yes.
everything. So great, wonderful, and awesome, and all that He does. So now, Miss One Sharp Lady, let us know all about you. Who are you? What do you do? What do you do with your sharp things? Tell us about it.
Okay, well, my name is Wanda Sharp Jones, and the name of my business is called Sharp Things by One Sharp Lady.
Yeah.
And I'm a crafter, as you mentioned. I love to make things and create things. And all of this kind of came upon me, was forced upon me, I like to say sometimes. Because I like to make things. I would make a lot of different things for my friends and family members. And what happened is about a year and a half ago, or a cousin of mine, she said, "You need a platform for your things." And
Hmm?
I said, "I don't need a platform for my
What
things.
you say? No, I
Um,
don't.
no, I don't. I don't need that." She said, that dialogue went back and forth for a few months. And then finally she said, if you don't make a page for your stuff, I'm
Hmm.
going to make a page for your stuff and I'm going to sell your stuff. I said, okay, well, I'll make a page. And
Hmm.
that's where Sharp Things by One Sharp Lady launched on December the 8th of 2019. So that's kind of where I got started. I originally started, I guess, out of need. My son is an artist and he needed t-shirts. So I said, I need to learn how to do this.
Right.
And, before long, I was making a whole lot more things for a whole lot more people. And, it's been an absolute blessing. It's been a blessing since I got started.
Wow. Wow. That is so awesome. And I know so many of us like sit back and there are so many things that we just do and we just do it. We're great at it. We do it. It could be cooking, it could be sewing, being creative with our hands, taking material, whatever the case may be. You're doing it and you're not thinking anything of it. You're like, it's something that I can do. But let me tell you, we are so grateful and thankful to God for these gifts that we have with our hands. Look, you guys, look at your
Yes.
hands. These hands, there's so much in what we can do and our creativity in our hands. Now, different person to person, yes, and stronger for some than others, but what can we do? And this thing that you crafting, what you were doing as something like fulfilling to you and fulfilling to those close to you, not even seeing it as an avenue for income, let alone, sharing it to other people, on a massive plane. So that is so inspirational. It's so inspirational to
Yeah.
know it can start. Look, and as you said, you was forced. So
Yes.
thank God for them pushes, right? Thank God for those
Thank
pushes that
God for the pushes. Yes.
come up
Yes.
behind us.
Yes. You
They
say
come
this
up
is what you need to do.
pushing us along, right? Encouraging us because we're not even thinking, so massively. So that she is a visionary. She sees something. So look, I'm gonna be on the lookout for her next for what she may be coming up with, because she can see some things and has a very intuitive nature on the inside that speaks. And it kept talking to her. So she was like, I'm giving it to you. And I'm gonna tell you either you're gonna do it or I'm gonna do it. So, thank
Either
God for those
way, it's
pushes.
going to get done. Yes, and she does have her own business now, Bay's Balloons, and that's kind of hit the ground and running. And I'm so proud of her and what she's doing in her business. One
Wonderful.
thing that I learned is we have to know our value.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do things just out of service because it's what we do, and we forget that our family has to eat too. You know,
Yeah.
uh, Today, when somebody asks me what I do, I say I make things that make people smile.
Hmm.
But before, in my previous life, every 10 or 12 years, we get a new life. I
Right.
would tell people that what I did was I build people.
Hmm.
And I would go to different places across the country and I would mentor people and I would talk to people. And it wasn't anything I ever even considered charging for. And
Right.
then one day, a mentor of mine said, no, you need to be compensated for that. When
Hmm.
somebody wants you to go to Chicago or go to Texas or wherever, like they should take care of your plane, your food, your hotel. It never even entered my mind.
Right.
It
Right.
never even entered my mind that it's something that I should be paid for. So that's important that we remember that we are valuable. And when we have talents that we share with people, of course, sometimes you want to be a blessing to people, but we also have to remember ourselves and our families and our children and what we do.
Right, right. You know what? And you point to something so hey Viv, good evening. Thanks for joining. Share the link, share the page, share this conversation. You point to something that is so very important because motives and intentions are so important. Especially as an entrepreneur or as a trailblazer or as I don't know, playing the lead role, even second follow-up lead role in whatever it is you're doing. Your motives are so important because they help you to know how far to go. They keep you on a
Yes.
path of
Mhm.
authenticity and integrity and responsibility so that you can tell the difference between whether I should charge them $50 or $150 or whatever the case may be. You can
Mhm.
kind of gauge that a little bit better because you're not trying to take advantage. I just want what's due. I just want what's due. That's pretty much it, right? And you try to
Yeah.
have big integrity, big truth, big authenticity, and all of those things. And you show those in your daily practice. And speaking with you, recently, more so recently, I see that. I see that, and I see it in your work. You have an awesome Facebook page, and we're going to get into your contact information a little bit later. But your Facebook page, hey, you guys, she displays all of or most of her work. I won't say all of it, but a lot of your work is displayed, and it's awesome. She does awesome work, customizes just about anything for everybody. Is that
Yes,
correct?
I do. That is correct. And I do. I
Uh-huh.
put my whole heart into my work, and I always hope that people see that. And I tell people when they tell me like, "Wow, this is really good. This is really special." And like I said, it makes people smile.
Yeah,
And that's why I do it. I want before anything goes out of the door, I
right.
say, "How would I feel about this?" Is it good enough for me? Would I think that it's special? And that's what I do when I prepare my items, when I prepare my products. I remember when I first got the page started in December of 2019. And then the next year in March, as a matter of fact, it was March 16th, my birthday, that the government shut down. And there was all of a sudden a need for face masks. And I was like, wow, I guess that's what I need to be doing now. I had a sewing machine, I had material. So I started making face masks. And when I tell you, I would be up until 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. I would have to trace the pattern, cut
Mhm.
the pattern, sew it, put whatever personalization that people wanted on it, because I felt there was a need and I felt like I was needed and I needed to serve people. And little by little, as
Mhm.
I was doing that, my group was growing bigger and bigger. And it went from being just 50 friends and family members that I invited along to, now
Right.
I'm approaching on 1,000. So I'm really excited about that. And it's
That is
all me
awesome.
just being service, just
That
serving
is
people.
awesome. That is awesome. It's just so awesome. The humble beginnings, and you're not the only one, and you're not the first one, you guys. So check out the rest of the videos that I have on my YouTube channel. But it is so awesome and inspiring, like the small beginnings of this huge and big help that you are to the community, to families, and it's kind of an outreach, and it's just wonderful in the serving magnitude that it is toward everybody, that it helps everybody, that you give a smile to. You're paying homage to loved ones who are no longer with us. You're paying
Yes, I
homage to the
do.
ones who are celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, and things like that. Check out her page, and you guys stay tuned because there are some giveaways. There is a
Yes, I'm
discount.
excited about
Right.
that.
The discounts and coupon codes. We have you to thank. Thank you so much for being so giving. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us. So those of you who are here, there'll be the coupon code will come up later, and also the giveaways will come up later. Look, I want them to tell me, if anybody can tell me what's a little bit different. What's a little bit different? Not now, but later. Just share with us and comment. Thank you so much, everybody who is commenting. Thank you, Viv, Teresa. Hey, my girl, Lady Q is in the building. We still stay in the building, even though we're not in the building. Lady Q is here in the house. And I'm just so thankful for all of you, everyone who may be on Facebook, and in places that I can't really visually see right here because everything doesn't show up. But this is awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started, where you got started?
Yes. So I don't want to go back too far, but back in 2003, I retired from Baltimore City government to pursue a business of my own.
Okay.
And that lasted for about 8 years. And life happens, things happen, and I found myself in a position to where I needed to take on kind of a part-time job.
Mhm.
And so I started working at a spa just to get a free massage. That's all I wanted. And in 6 months, I was a manager there. And then in a year, I had my own store. After some time, I just felt like it wasn't a good fit. So, because of where I was and my kids were young, I said, okay, I can't travel anymore. So, let's just do this work thing for right now. And when I tell you the Lord said no, He said
Okay.
no. Because in 3 years, I had 3 jobs that I lost to no fault of my own. The first one, the company went bankrupt and closed nationwide. The
Wow.
second one, I had another job within 2 weeks. They did a reorganization.
Mm,
And then I had another job within 2 weeks, and then they eliminated my position company wide. I said, I don't care what you do, what you play, 3 strikes, you're out.
right.
I said, I
Uh-huh.
need to figure this thing out. And
Right.
so I said, what am I going to do? I know I enjoy making things. I was being harassed in the background, and wouldn't you know it, that's when Sharp Things by One Sharp Lady came along. And I want to acknowledge that these are hard times for a lot of different people. I'm very conscious of that. And I've been so incredibly blessed. And I feel so incredibly blessed by what I've been able to do with my business, because it allows me to do what I love to do, which is to serve people, which is to help people. So when I started that business that December, I didn't know about the pandemic coming along in March. I didn't know that I needed to be completely available to do what
Right.
I do best, which is serve people by making my mask. I didn't even realize that by inviting those people to my page, that that presence would grow. And then by last summer, every weekend I was doing events on Saturdays and Sundays, and before I knew it, there was another spike in COVID. And what happened is I had a weekend where I had made so much stuff to sell, and the spike caused everything to close down. So I said, what am I going to do? I said, I'm going to go to a flea market or something just to get rid of this stuff.
Right.
And it turned out to be a blessing that I didn't even know.
Mhm.
I went in there. I found that now I don't have to keep everything in the car and
Right.
constantly loading and unloading. And I was able to secure a permanent spot there. And I don't care what my neighbors say, because
Mm.
they say a lot while you're in there. Well, how you do
Right.
this? Great. It's
Uh-huh.
going great, because I
Right.
don't depend on the traffic of this place to generate income for me and my family. And
Mhm.
because it's only weekends and I have 2 children at home, I'm blessed to be able to stay home with them and homeschool them through all of this, because I know a lot of people are struggling, trying to juggle the ball between having to homeschool their children now and go to work and make ends meet. But when I tell you I'm blessed, people say I'm all this. Sometimes people say, do you always smile? Yeah, for the most part, I do. For the most part, I do.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
don't have a lot of reasons to be sad, but I am blessed. I am highly favored. And I tell people that all the time. And I'm happy to share anything and everything that I have with whoever wants to learn. But you have to be open to
Mhm.
possibilities. You have to be ready when you ask God to
Right.
give you an answer. That's
Mhm.
very important. You can't say, Lord, I need this, I need help, and then not be able to or ready to help yourself, because He's
Right.
there and He'll help you.
Yes, indeed. Look, that is so wonderful. And if look, I hope you guys can feel, you can feel like the and receive the words that you're saying, the mind that you're speaking from, and the gladness and joy that's in your heart for all that you've been through, because you didn't know that when the door was shut on this one place, then it shut on the other place, and then it shut, it's like, okay, what's going on? He
Mhm.
already knew that he
Yeah.
he already knew. So
Yes.
it was a plan.
Yes.
Okay, and see, because you kept going, so
Mhm.
that's a commending point to keep going. Don't stop. Keep going, and have your ear open and have the trust open to God, so that you can receive. Because just like you said, when you're praying and you're asking, and He starts to deliver, be ready,
Yes.
be willing,
Yes.
and be flexible. Right? I
Mm.
praise God. I praise God. Look, Keita is saying yes, she's great and has excellent service. She loves all of her custom made items from One Sharp Lady. Look, you have fans, and you know you do. You
Thank
have
you.
fans.
You guys, that gives me goosebumps.
Do you have any of your items with you right now by chance that you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
Okay.
do. What I learned long time ago is that you have to give to get. You
Yes.
have to give in order to get. So I am always happy to give and
Uh-huh.
to share. So what I did was I decided to bring a couple items home from my store.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my signature item I'll share with you. This is what I call, I don't know how to work this camera. This is a sharp lady.
Okay.
Okay. So these glasses, you can customize them from everything from the skin tone to the dress type, the hair color and style. And this here is what I call a glass mask. So it doesn't matter what I do or where I go, I can take this. It has a spot for your straw, and you'll be able to cover
Oh,
your glass
okay.
without worrying about anything getting in it or something like that. So what I did was I brought 4 home with me with the 4 skin tones and the 4 different hair colors. And what I would like to do is I would like to give away 2 of these. $25 if you buy it, but I'm going to give away 2 of these sets. So this is set number 1. We're going to call this is the yellow set. Okay.
Yes.
So that's the first set there. And then this set here, this is my bronze girl. She's classy.
Yes. There she is. Uh-huh.
So that'll be the green set. Then I have 2 more, and your listeners can choose whatever it is that they want. Like I said, they can choose which one they want. This right here, she's a classy lady. She has gray hair, and she's in a brown dress with her glass mask. Can you see that already?
Beautiful. Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
then last but not least, I have one more in black, and she has red hair.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that will be the black dress. I customize these also for weddings. I can do them, and I can have the dress all the way down.
I've
I can
seen
give
it.
you I
Mm-hmm.
can give you a groom to match. And what I will tell you is that I use my glass just about every day, and you don't have a problem with your beads falling off or anything
Right.
like that. But guess what? If you make a mistake and put it inside of the dishwasher or have it soaking and you lose some
Right.
beads or something, you bring it to me, and I will bring her to the hospital, and I'll get her right for you, because I want
Okay.
whatever you have that I did, I wanted to be right at all times.
At
So
all
I'll
times.
do all of that. Yes, absolutely. So that's my signature product. Of course, I do t-shirts. I do a lot of t-shirts. And I
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of other things that I sell in my store that, when the customers come through, they can see all of the different things that I make and that I provide. But my signature item is definitely going to be my wine glasses and my glass mask, or what I call them.
Okay, awesome. Those are beautiful. And you said that those were one of your initial items that's your signature item. How did you
Yeah.
come how did you come up with the cover for it? That is unique and it's very awesome. How did you come up with even covering it, needing
Okay.
a cover?
So almost everything that I have is because of a need, where somebody came to me and said, Wanda, can you do this? So I had a girlfriend who had came to me with a glass that was painted. It wasn't sealed, so she couldn't wash it or anything like that, but she really liked the idea. So she said, can you think you can do this? So I said, well, let me play around with it. So just like I'm going to say Katrina, because you've been Katrina for me all of our lives.
Yeah.
But Katrina, remember we were kids and we would play with the paper dolls and things like
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yeah.
Kids might not know about that today. So what I
Right.
did was I just cut a lot of different vinyl bodies, hair, all this stuff out. And I just literally did it like paper dolls on
Wow.
the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I want to be able to make them different, different colors, because today you can find a lot of things that come in brown.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were kids, we couldn't find a lot of brown stuff. So
Right.
I said, I want to make sure that I have the different color bodies that represent us.
Yes,
So
our skin tone,
I
yes.
think that's what people connected with the most. wow, she has a chocolate girl. I have a bronze girl. I have a caramel girl. I have afro hair. I have lock hair. I have, long straight hair, whatever it is. I have gray hair. I basically cover you however it is that you show up. I
Right.
can put together a glass for you. The glass mask kind of came along last year during the summertime. We thought we could get outside and go outside, but we still had the pandemic going on. And somebody asked me for a cover for the glass. And I'm like, how will
Mhm.
I make a cover for a glass?
Mhm.
So I found some
But all
fabric
right,
squares.
let me
I
work
found
on
some
it. I like
fabric
you. See, you
squares.
are the bomb. She's like, I'll work on it. It's never a no. Let me see what I can
That's
do. Let me.
exactly what I do.
I didn't even think about that. See,
Yep. So
that's
I
that
made the
creative.
glass holder, and I saw some jeans that had a bunch of shoestrings in
Look
them.
now.
And I said, how do you make those holes? And I said, okay, I can figure that out. So I got the little tool to make the holes in it. And I said, okay, we need a hole for the straw. And okay, so now we'll do these on the side to keep it from blowing away if you're out at a cookout or
You know
something.
what? I was going to ask, what
And
do you, I thought it was just a decoration. They do have purpose to
it's
weight
to
it
keep
down.
was to weight it down. That's exactly what I did. I went online. I saw some that were squares, but they didn't have the tassels to weigh down, and the ones I saw also didn't have a hole for the straw. So I said, well, I'm going to fix it so that it does that. So everything I do is really based on need. And when you come into my store, when I
Mhm.
introduce myself, I say, welcome to my part of the world. I make everything in here. So if you have an idea for something, you let me know and I see if I can make it happen for you. And that's what I do.
Look, she does not say no. That's how broad your creative mind is. But we are, and see, that's a benefit that we have and an attribute that we
Mhm.
have from the creator to create and be creative, to think outside of whatever it is that you might see that might exist right now. It's like there's no end. There's no end. Keep on going. I love that. I love that about your imaginative mind. You just keep going. I'll see. Let me see. I'm gonna think about that. So that's truly, truly awesome. And we're gonna show the glasses again nearing the end. You guys stay tuned, hang with us. If you have questions, and the guests, the listeners, the watchers, they're all like, yes, oh my gosh, I love that. Where is your store located? Before we go any further, where are you located where we can come and buy our sharp thing?
Got it. So I'm located inside the North Point. I'm shopping the North Point Plaza Flea Market. That's at 2401 North Point Road in Dundalk, Maryland. I'm open on Saturdays and Sundays from 8 to 3. But don't you worry if you can't get there on the weekends. I am one sharp lady on all platforms. You can reach me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, all that good stuff. In my Etsy shop is also called One Sharp Lady. So that's how you can find me. And if all else fail, you just call my phone and say, hey, Wanda, this is what I need and this is when I need it. And I'll be
Right.
honest with you and tell you if I can meet that deadline for you. But you better believe that if I can do it, I will do it because it's important to me.
Wow. And did y'all hear that? She said, call me with your deadline. Tell me what it is you want. And I'll let you know if I can meet that deadline. She didn't say I'm gonna let you know if I'll be able to do that because that's not the question. Whether she could do it, that's easy. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I just love how you're so free with it and your imagination is just so big. I've never really met anyone like that. And we go back, you guys. We go way we go
Yes.
way back to mushrooms and tilted.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. And it is such a wonderful pleasure to have you here with us speaking about this awesome business that you have, this passion that you have for giving to people, to serving people, making people smile. It's so awesome. When you sit back, you guys, and think about what it is that you have, like just marinating on the inside.
Mhm.
put it to work, put it to use, and look, I pray the fruits of God will just make it flourish. Just keep praying and keep going. Wanda did not stop. Look, tell us about when you first started at the flea market. Tell us about how you got your space. You kind of graduated from one step
Yes.
to the next.
Yes. So what happened was, is like I said, I had a weekend where my Saturday and Sunday event was canceled because of a spike in the pandemic. And I went there. I'm just like, let me just try it. And I went there and I said, like, how do you do this? And the guy said, well, it's $20 for a table. I said, $20? Like, I can do that all day, $20. That's not a problem. I said, well, how much is it for a permanent space? And he told me, I said, I do that already. So he says, well, hold on now. I said, I want a permanent space. He said, no, 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 no. He said, have you ever done this before? I said, no.
I had no doubt
And
that
he
you
said,
could.
just try a table for a few weeks, he said. And so that's what I did. And I said, I'm going to give it 30 days because I know it takes 30 days to make a habit. That's what I've always been told. It takes 30 days to make a habit. So once I was there the first week, and when I came back the second week, and people were looking for me because I was in a different spot and said, hey, I was looking for you. I said, this is absolutely going to work.
Right.
And so after 4 weeks, I said, I'm ready for a permanent spot. And let me share this with you. One thing that we always have to remember, and I think that we always should do, is we were talking about being prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you have to always be preparing for the next thing.
Yeah.
Because it's important. Because what happened for me is in the spring of last year, I came into some money that I didn't expect, and I said, what should I do? What should I do? How do I do this? I said, my crafting business is getting busy. So I'm going to tell you what I did. I took that money and I said, I'm going to buy everything that I think I might need for the rest of the year. I'm going to buy enough supplies to last me for the rest of the year. So, Katrina, when the time came for me to have that storefront, people think I spent hundreds and thousands of dollars to stock my store. But when I tell you how God works, and when I tell you that I opened that store on the first day with almost zero cost, because I already had everything, because I was prepared for what I was asking for, which was to be able to stay home with my children. And I knew, because I heard so many times before, when you find your passion, you find your purpose. And I know I'm passionate about serving people and helping people, but I didn't know how it was going to manifest. But when the need came with the mask, I said, that's what I want to do. And then when people started calling me, say, girl, can you make this? Can you do this? Or I had done a few obituaries and fans and all, like, different things in memorial to other people. And when people will call me and say, can you do this? Or, I need this. I knew that was it. I said, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to be able to continue to stay home with my children. I didn't know they were going to continue to be out of school, and it's been a year later. But every single day, I am blessed to be able to get up with these babies and get them online for school. And while they're in school, I can make my orders. And when they're done school, sometimes we do some deliveries. And then on the weekends, if you've seen my shop, I have a space for them. They have their own little corner and they come in the shop. My husband will bring them. But yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I want to be an example for them.
Wow.
That's the reason why I do it all. It's for them. It's to be an inspiration, to take the excuses off the table. My children will never, ever be able to say that they can't do anything, because I've already been an example to them that you can do whatever it is that you decide that you want to do, because I'm not special.
Right.
I'm not special, but I do what I say I'm going to do. I keep my commitments as much as I can. Sometimes things happen for all of us. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
But I want to make sure that I'm an example to my children and my friends and my family members of what's possible.
Right. Wow. You know what? You just bring so much encouragement and inspiration to my heart. And I know to everybody else's. Hey Kay, hey Catherine. Thank everybody for being here. I pray that y'all are gleaning off this wonderful woman right here, just dropping nuggets all over the place. We could just sit and talk about. I mean, when I posted today, I'm like, Black excellence, leaving legacy. It's about, and it's not all about, it doesn't have to be all about funds and everything and money, but the legacy of integrity, that legacy of
Yes.
loyalty, like good, clean, untainted, right? Because sometimes we can get mixed up when it comes to loyalty and what we should, lean into and give into. So, how to clean. We gotta show them how to be clean and know the difference between loyalty and being aware and using wisdom and things like that. So you have shown and are showing you are a wonderful inspiration to that. And that's why I was like, you know what, I have to call Wanda. And I put it, as a matter of fact, I put it on Facebook. I was like, well, let me see. I don't have her phone number. So, and I see you on, from time to time, and you have a page. So, what the heck with it. I'm going to just, girl, call me. Call me,
Yeah.
get with me, and put my phone number and everything up there. I mean, because I just wanted to sit with you, to talk with you, and to hear. I know that you have a story. I know that, and each one of us do. So I can't wait to sit and talk with whoever is willing and able. That's what I would like to do. That's what I would like to do, because just to showcase us, shine us. You don't have to be all, glitzy and glamored and rolling with this and that and all of that. We're doing it, and we want you guys to know that you are doing it and you can do it. You don't try to fit into whatever perception or perspective of somebody else's life and in their shoes. I think, looking now, I think I'm hitting on something else one of the other interviews last week was about. But walk in your own shoes, make them how you need them to be. God is willing and He is able to do above and beyond, right? And your testimony, your story is exactly of that. It's a great testament, and all of us may have them, a great testament of what God will do, what He can do, and how things just grow. There is expansion in the grace of God. I'm convinced. I'm like, I don't, that was just dropped into me, and I'm like, I'm going to keep going with that. I'm going to keep going with that. There is expansion, and you better believe it. He makes room. He makes room
Yes,
for
he does.
everything that we need and everything that we're going through. So we're going to keep on praying, and we're going to support you. Support Wanda Sharp, you guys. One Sharp Lady. Sharp Things by Wanda Sharp. Thank you. Yes.
Yes. That is correct. That is correct. You just said something that made me think. We have to stop comparing ourselves to other people.
Absolutely.
What makes me feel successful may not make you feel successful.
Yeah.
We have to learn how to stay in our lane. We have to learn how to be obedient, how to be patient, and how to listen. Listen to our inner selves and believe in our inner selves. And stop soliciting so many opinions about whatever it is that you decided that you wanted to do. There's nobody that can tell you that I ever asked their opinion about something that I was thinking about doing. When I'm ready to do something, when I'm ready to make my next move, I need quiet time. I tell people I need to sleep on it. That's my quiet time. That's when I pray, I talk to God. I make my statement. After I make my statement, I sleep on it. And in the morning, I know what I'm going to do. And then what I do is I tell everybody what I'm going to do. And they already know I'm not interested in their opinion about it.
Right.
Because I've made a I talked to who I needed to talk to about it.
Right.
And as far as I'm concerned, the conversation is over. But there was a time, I'll tell you, where I was ashamed. I
Mm.
was ashamed of what I felt my passion was, and I was ashamed of what I thought my purpose was, because in my previous business, I was constantly surrounded by people. Um, I'll call them money rollers because that's what they were. And I'll never forget a time we had, this was, there weren't a lot of people having vision parties, but we were doing a vision board. And when we all came to the vision board party, everybody bought their visions, and they had these multi-million-dollar
Right. They're
homes,
gonna.
these glamorous cars and vacations and the bodies and all that other stuff. And on my vision board, I had a Nissan Quest minivan. And I'll never forget at that hotel, at that meeting that night, they laughed me out of there. It was about a dozen of us. They laughed me out of there. Like I could have left there in tears. They said, that's not a vision. That's, and I felt so bad. But Katrina, it was my vision.
Right.
That commercial, when that car came out, said it was 2003. They said the perfect car for mom, the ultimate mom vehicle. It had a slot to keep your mail in and all of that. And that was my dream. That was my vision.
Said, that's what I want.
Because somebody told me it wasn't good enough, it wasn't big enough, I let it go. But what I'll tell you is 3 years later, I got that car, I got that minivan, and I rode it until the wheels fell off, and it was what I wanted. And I had to learn to stand in what it was that I wanted. Yeah. And not to let other people decide for me what I needed or what I wanted, because I already know what I want. Right. And that's what I wanted. I wanted that van. And eventually I got that van. And I can look at so many people today who I have been associated with in business who have all of those things that they thought they needed, and they still come to little old Wanda. Inspiration, some lunch, or some peace. Because things don't make you happy.
Yeah.
And they'll never make you happy. Now, let me tell you, being broke ain't fun either. Because we've been to where, like, I didn't know I had so much money. I didn't know what I didn't know what to do with it. I'm like, I don't even know I can't even spend no more money before I go to bed. Like, I felt comfortable going to bed with money in my bank account because I'm like, I've always thought something was going to happen. And then, me and my kids have had times where, girl, ramen noodles was on the menu for weeks at a time.
I can relate.
So I've been up and I've been down, and none of it matters. As long as you have your family, as long as you have peace, as long as you're doing things with integrity, that's what matters the most. All of those things don't matter. But I will say that they can be nice to have sometimes. Yeah. And I like to have nice things. Yeah. But they don't make me.
Right.
I make me.
Look, I prayed that y'all got that. I did. I think, look, thank you for pouring into me, girl. Thank you for pouring into me. And just yesterday, Anthony and I were talking about the same thing. It's like you can have all everything in the world that you want, but when you're not walking in what makes you happy, truly happy, and brings you joy kind of trumps happiness. But if you're not walking in what brings you joy and what it is that fills you, fulfills you, and gives you fulfillment, none of that stuff matters. None of it matters, because at the end of the day, your heart is not, you're not feeling fulfilled or like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. There's this inkling, this thing, and it's a nagging thing. Oh man, it can nag you to do some awful things, and or it can nag you the other way. So we're gonna pray that God look speak over everybody who is listening,
Yes.
who is going to listen, or who I don't know is in earshot. That it sends you towards your purpose instead of a way, that it gives you drive and energy to look beyond, I don't know, whatever it is that you might have to set aside, that you might have to wait on. Because you waited your 30 days. You were like, you know what? Okay. Because you knew that day what you could do. But
Mm-hmm.
you were patient and you waited it out, and bam, there was timing. So pick that up, everybody. There's timing. Don't rush it, because especially when you
Mm-hmm.
feel it and you have seen it, don't be so quick to jump in. So those are a few of the things that I picked up from what you were saying. Not taking other people's thinkings into far more consideration than your own. But what's it gonna hurt? What's the harm? Think about it. Sleep on it. Pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
Pray on it. All of those things. Thank you so much. Wow, you just shared. Man, you just dropped a mother load. I pray that everybody got that and is going to get that. Those who may see this a little bit later, because it's out, it's in the archives now. It'll be done in a few minutes, but it'll be there. So there will be
Yeah.
some who will be blessed tomorrow, the day after, and that's what this is all about. That's what it's all about. So the residue and all of that. That's right here and right now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he is just good, and I'm so thankful that you're on this wave, and you know what? He's not going to let you go, not going to let you fall, not going to let anything. So we thank and praise God for you. Thank you so much, listeners, for joining us. This has been a blessing. It has truly been a blessing. I'm trying to think. You gave us your inspiration. Well, you gave us some nuggets and some inspirations of what it is that you are doing, how you've come to be the woman who makes the sharp things for everybody and makes people smile. Who are like some standout people that really inspire you, that you reach to, maybe artistry wise or poetry, whatever the artistry might be. What are the things that to you, that really pour into you when you're not, when you're feeling like, or you're just needing a little bit extra? What are those things that you reach for, that pour into you?
I think what for me is whoever it is that I'm working with in particular.
Okay.
But going back to working for the government at such a young age, right? So I went directly from school to working for the government. I started out on work study. And what happened there, my first and my biggest lesson in life, by the time I was 30 years old, I was an office supervisor. And I had a staff, and half of my staff was twice my age.
Mm-hmm.
And they were so many were just so miserable. And
Mm-hmm.
I decided at that time that I didn't want to work for a living. And when I say that, what I mean is if I don't love what I do, I
Right.
don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
The minute I don't love what I do, I walk away from it. And I'll never forget the first time that happened for me, when I was working at the spa and I knew that I didn't love it anymore.
Okay.
I told my husband, I said, I'm done. And
Mm-hmm.
I could see the nerves in him, like, oh, what are we going to do? But what he didn't know
Mm-hmm.
is I already knew that we
Okay.
were taken care of and we were going to be fine. And I didn't have anything planned. I didn't have anything set up. My business had long since been gone. I had nothing. But
Mm-hmm.
what I knew from working for the government for 14 years, with people who were there because they had to be, because they needed
Right.
to be, because it was a good government job and all that stuff,
Right.
was that Wanda is never going to work for a living. Now, I've had many jobs, Katrina, but I don't feel like I've ever worked for a living,
Mm-hmm.
because I have to love what I'm going to do, because you don't know when you're going to leave here.
Right.
You don't know
Absolutely.
when you're going to leave here. And what I hope and what I pray every day is that when it is my time, that everyone will smile and say she did everything and anything that she wanted to do. There's going to be nothing left for
Mm.
me, whether it's tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year, because I always go with my heart, and I'm always taken care of in that way. And I just really, 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 I can't say really enough, believe that like God's got my back. Like
Right.
we learned that. And I just have that really, I have that faith. And I also get a super conviction when I'm not right and I'm not doing right. Or let me know immediately. I don't know how long y'all conviction takes to
Immediately.
set in on you, but let me tell you, he's on speed dial on my neck and like, nope, that's
Right.
not for you. And then I keep it moving. So,
Right.
as far as inspiring me, it's my kids mostly.
Yeah.
My kids, and seeing them do what it is that they want to do, or showing them that they can make it. That's my biggest inspiration, my children. And and even my mother, remembering her, having me as a teenager and doing the best that she could for me and for my brother. And there was a time that I was angry with her because what we didn't have.
Mm.
But guess what? When I realized that she did the best she could with
Right.
what she had,
Yes.
it took all that anger and bitterness away
It
of me
does.
not having the Jordache jeans and or the felines, or all that stuff when we were kids.
Right.
Once you grow up, you
Mm.
gotta grow up, because you're only a child for 18 years. You can't continue to blame your parents for what you do and don't have. It has to come a time where you have to make a decision, and you got to boss up, as they say, and
Gotta.
you got to take control of your life and realize that people do the best with what they have. And if they don't know any better, how could I have expected them to do any better? So you
Right.
have to have forgiveness as well, because it holds you down when you're bitter and mad and angry at other people. It wastes time.
More than other people. Yes, it does. Yes, it
Mhm.
does. Wow. So, well, thank you for sharing your inspirations and how you actually got started, what it took. I mean, hey, you guys, if you're listening, look, you know what, Wanda, what would you tell to someone who is aspiring, who has that inkling? They have a thought, I want to, but what would you say to that person
Just
who
do
wants
it.
to start their business?
Just do it.
Just do
Just
it.
do it. I would say don't do a lot of soliciting. If you have a few people who you really trust, they have to be in a place where you want to be. I learned very early on not to seek the opinions of people who are not where I want to be. You
Right.
can't ask your broke cousin on the couch how to be a millionaire, because if they knew, they would be, right?
Exactly.
So if you have a hunch, if you have a yearning about something that you want to do, just do it. I don't care who you pray to or how you get your spirituality or whatever, but make a decision and act on it.
Yeah.
Make a decision and act on it, because time is of the essence. Things come and go. And you don't want to be sitting 10 years from now, I'm thinking about what you could have done or what you should have done. So if you get the thought, take action immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Don't solicit opinions, and
Yeah.
have faith in knowing that if you do it long enough,
Mm-hmm.
people will come to you, because
Yeah.
that's what they're looking for. They're looking for people who are going to have long-term longevity, not somebody that's just going to come and go today and tomorrow at the flash of an eye. Whatever it is that you think you want to do, I say do it, and don't ask nobody about it. Don't
Right.
if I opened up a SD shop, would you guys buy from me?
Right.
Most likely not.
No. Mm-hmm.
Because the people that you think will won't, and the people that you think won't will, and
Yeah.
strangers are always your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So when you want to do something, guys, just do it. Just do it.
Look,
Leave it all on the table.
you said something right there. You said something right there. The people that you think will won't, and the people that you don't think will. So just do it. It's like
Just do
just
it.
do it. If it's your heart, if it's in your heart and it's keeping you up, especially if it's something that's like on
Keeping
you.
you up in. Mm-hmm.
You have to just do it. Sit down, maybe write it out, and all of that. Not saying not to plan, but go forth. Take the
Mm-hmm.
active turns that it takes to get you wherever it is that you're trying to go. Thank you so much. Let me see. Um, we went over your inspirations, where you started. You just dropped nuggets all along the way. So if you missed the first part, you need to go back and watch the whole thing because all throughout Wanda just dropped it on us, y'all. She just dropped on us all of the encouragement and inspiration that you need. Look, at least for the rest of the night. Watch it again
Yeah,
tomorrow. Watch it
that's
again
right.
tomorrow
And if you need to
to
hear,
get
you call me because I'll give it to you. Believe you me.
right, right, right,
All about it.
man.
Like I said, I used to be called a people builder, is what I used to call myself.
Uh-huh.
I would go into businesses and, they thought that I was making the business successful. No, I was just making people think differently because I
Right.
truly believe that when you change somebody's mind, you change the outcome. And
That's
if you
it.
can build people, people will build your business. You don't have to ask them to.
That's it.
You just have
That's
to get them to where they need to be and make sure that you're taking care of them.
Yeah, yeah, and that's it. It's all about that mindset, man. We could go on and on about that. Y'all know where I live. That's where I live. That's where I live. So that's just awesome. Wow. It's just this interview has been amazing. I'm so glad that you were able to take the opportunity to sit and share with us. And I pray that everybody was able to get a little bit of something. Go back,
Yeah.
listen to it again, and you'll hear something that you missed. Get that too. Get all of it. Get all of it because there's so much encouragement and inspiration and everything that you share with us on tonight. And I'm so proud of your journey that you
Thank
kept
you.
going. And where you are right now, I'm telling you, we have come from some really meek and humble beginnings. So
Very.
God
Yes.
God is definitely good, and we are living testimonies that He keeps His children. Okay, He keeps His children. You stay. Look, we could go on and on. Just stay in the goodwill and gracefulness of God. Keep Him first in everything that you're doing. And so we're gonna do, let's see, we're gonna do the giveaway. What are we gonna do? I was like, let me text you a number. And if you can think of the number that I texted Wanda, let me see. Because it's two, right? We have two
Yes.
giveaways.
We'll
Okay.
do two. So that when they choose, they're gonna choose the. Let me see. That's brown.
Hmm. So the brown,
That's yellow.
okay.
Look at her hair. She got those layers going on with her chocolate self.
You are so
Black.
creative. Say that one
That's
again. Red,
black.
black. Okay. Oh, the dress. Okay, the dress
Yeah,
color.
dress color black, and they'll get the topper to match it. And then last but not least is green. This is the most popular hair that I sell too. Like people love this hair.
Okay. Now, what's that one? You said
Green.
green,
Green. Yeah, that's
green.
green. Yep. So there's the four. We'll give away two tonight. The other two will be available for purchase. Did you tell them about the coupon?
No, and the
Yep.
coupon code, we're going to do the giveaway first, and then we're going to tell the coupon code. Let's do the two giveaways first. Wanda spoke about you spoke about where you started. That can anybody remember what was the first place that Wanda spoke about where she worked? what was and I will we'll give two that there can be two different answers because I'm not talking about her first job, you know, but where was the first place that she spoke of where she worked? Whoever answers that first will get to pick one of the ladies. And I wrote it up. There's brown, there's yellow, black, and green. Those are the choices. So whoever can tell us that first, type it up there in the screen, whatever you can think of, because there are two answers. Text it. Look, and Wanda, you know the answer. So
yes,
because it's your life.
yes.
So you guys were listening. If you could chime in with that, that would be great. There are two giveaways that will be won. You know what? And I think I am going to do a number. Oh, Meek says she came late. For those who were here, is who was here? Viv, Lady Q, whoever was here, and it didn't. You didn't even reveal that right at the beginning. It wasn't right at the beginning. The let me see. 80. See, I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. Okay.
Poor babies.
Okay. I'm sorry. And it is almost 5 after. And I just text Wanda a number. If look, so that's the first giveaway. And I'll even check. I'll check. We'll give up until I don't know what a good time frame is. When someone responds with that first one, that's where the first one will go. But the second one, I'm thinking of a number. Whoever can guess or comes as closest to the number that I'm thinking of, and I've texted Wanda the number so she knows what it is. Then you get the second giveaway. Okay, so pick a number. I don't know, 1 through 65. 1 through 65. And whoever gets closest will win the next one. I see yours, Meek. I see yours, Meek. Okay. Okay. Hey, is anybody else there? She came to get her glass.
Yes. We need to get her a glass immediately.
Okay, Meek got the second glass. The number that I sent Wanda, can you say the number, Wanda?
It was number 40.
Okay, so Meek said 45. So Meek gets the second giveaway winner.
What color does she want?
Yeah, write up which one you want, Meek. Or you can text it to me. Can she see the yellow again? Can you hold up the yellow again?
Yes. So this is yellow. She's chocolate skin, long layered hair. She has on a diamond necklace and bracelet.
Yes.
And then her cover says Queen, Lady, Boss, Loving. So
Awesome.
that's the mask that will go with that one.
Okay. Is that your choice, Meek? You want the yellow one?
She has a nice sweet neckline.
She wants the yellow one.
Okay.
So we'll get the specifics. And connect.
Yep. All she has to do is come to my shop. If she can't come this weekend, that's just all right. This right here will be waiting for you when you get there, whenever you get there. But it'll be on hold at my shop for you whenever you're ready to come and get it.
Okay. Yeah. Yellow. Awesome. We still have one giveaway left. If anybody
Nobody
can.
remembers that first job that I got after my business.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm trying to think of another question. Does anybody remember? Okay, yeah, we'll get it to you. We'll get it to you. And before we go, Wanda will share again where her wonderful, awesome, big and creative store is, where you can go and pick up your lovely sharp things and items. Let me see your cup. Hold that up. I know that's.
Oh.
And it says that's your name on it, Miss Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Hey.
So that's insulated. It keeps
Mm-hmm.
your stuff cold or hot for 20 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I bling that out.
Yeah.
I look the glasses too. Whatever you want to say. Nothing is too
Classy.
much. Yes. So this
Classy.
glass right here, this is $20. So if you want one like this, that's what that is. I need to
Okay.
learn how to work the oh, the camera's right there. I just figured out where the camera was. Now I know where to point at the end.
We can see it. We can see it. So let's see. How long? How long can anyone answer? How long? I'm gonna just change the question because I'm not good with like checking back and forth on social media. I'm not doing that. So we're gonna get this giveaway done now.
What was
How?
my dream car? How about that? Did
Yes.
anybody remember?
Let me see if I remember. Wait a minute. Oh, I remember.
I'm a
I
text.
remember. What was Wanda's dream car? What was her dream car when she did the vision board and she set it up? And what was her dream car? Does anybody remember what her dream car was? There's got to be at least one or two people out there.
And they told me it wasn't a dream. They said, "Girl, that ain't no dream." I
That
said,
ain't
"It
no
is."
dream. That ain't no dream. You could go right down the street and get that. That ain't no dream.
The way my
But
bank
it's your
account was at
dream.
the time, it wasn't.
That's what you needed. It was fulfilling a need
Yeah.
that you had. So therefore, it was a valuable dream at the time. Yeah.
Yes.
Not Mercedes B. Oh, let me see. And let's see. And then we have when you guys go into the store, so we're going to go ahead and come to a close. When you guys go to the store, the coupon code, the coupon code, oh, but you close with that Honda. You closest with the Honda than you are with the Mercedes. When you go into the store, the coupon code to use is chat with Cat for an additional. What is the discount for an additional $5 off?
Off of the set. So the
No.
set is 25, so it's going to be $20 for the set, and that's good through Sunday, the 28th of February.
Okay, and that's only good through Sunday, good through the end of this month. The last day of this month is the 28th, you guys. February only has 28 days, so it's good only to the end of this month. Go into Wanda store, so you have Saturday. Is it Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, 8 to 3.
Okay, Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 3. With your code chat with Cat, almost me, with your code chat with Cat, and that will get you $5 off. $25?
Yes.
Okay. $5 off your 25. $25 off. $5 off a $25 purchase. So if you get
Yes.
that set of glasses, which is typically $25, then it will be $20. It will be $20. So, and it's not just to the glasses. This is like going to her store.
Yeah, my t-shirts, everything
Yeah.
that I sell inside. Yeah.
You spend $25.
Face mask,
Yeah.
whatever it is you want, earrings, whatever you want, you get $5 off of a purchase of 25.
you get $5 off for your purchase of 25. Remember, coupon code chat with that. This was awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Breezy. Hey, thanks, Mika. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate everybody who took the time and had the opportunity to come and watch, and those who will watch in the future, next week and next month, and all of that. God bless you. And may His blessings continue to be this upon you. I'm telling you, because these are some times right here, but we need each other. We need each
We do.
other. Look, discussions like this and anything like this that you can kind of glean from, connect to. We're all virtual now for the most part. Look, you know what? And we're going to send prayers up because students, at least here in Baltimore, will be
Going back to school, yes.
transitioning back to the classroom, and teachers, some of teachers transitioned this week to get classrooms ready, and all of that kind of stuff. There's so many things going on. So you guys keep those things in prayer, those matters in your heart. We're praying for you, and please continue to pray for me. Pray for one sharp lady, Wanda Jones, and her family. And I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday. My guest is Tiffany Barnes. Tiffany Barnes is my guest on Wednesday, and she has an awesome networking event coming up in March that she's going to tell us about. And I'm just looking forward to that. So check us out Wednesday at 6 p.m. Right here on the YouTube channel or either on Facebook Live. I look forward to sitting with y'all, chatting with y'all, and learning more about her. Wanda, thank you so very much. You have been an inspiration. You are definitely look, when I was in the military, we used to have as supervisors or as assistant student supervisors, we used to have to write these gleaming outstretched papers like about the activism or the big things that our troops were doing and why they should be lauded as the this and the that. You are definitely a pillar to our communities because you
Thank
enrich
you
and
so
you lift,
much.
you build people up. And that is such a wonderful thing to want to do, have the desire to do, and a wonderful attribute of God to pour onto other people. So thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
what you do to our community and communities beyond, because you touch so many lives, so many people all over the place. And we're so happy to just be able to connect with you. Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Look, you guys, have a great night. This was awesome. Chat with Kat. Subscribe to my channel. Share the page. Like, and all those wonderful things. This segment was brought to you by Fiverr. Check out Fiverr because Fiverr has awesome people awesome who do awesome things. I'm lost to my thoughts. Check out Fiverr. There's so much freelance work out there that they have that is available for whatever trade that you're looking for. Fiverr even has classes now. So touch my affiliate link on the screen, either up or down. I don't even know where it is. But touch the affiliate link and go to Fiverr. Check out all the things that are available. They do business cards and all of these. It's a massive array of things that they do. And we will get with you guys again on Wednesday. Thank you so much again. Thank you everybody who joined on tonight and who will join later. Because I'm speaking it in, right? Everybody
yes,
who will come in the overflow of things. I praise God for your life on today. Have a great day, everybody. Have a good night. Eat well, sleep well. Bye bye.
Bye bye.